journey can start. Oh, my spirit touches me and conquers my fears. Hey, a voice deep inside me, I know I can hear. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Tasha. That's karanga, which means call from the heart. So now I'd like our first speaker of the evening. It's a great pleasure to introduce to you the new chair of Swimming New Zealand, and Mr. Brent Layton will come forward now and make the official welcome to you all. Thank you very much. Brent Layton.
Thank you, John. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, te kāna o te Aotearoa, tēnā koutou katoa. Nā mihi mahana ki a koutou katoa, e hui hui mai nei. Welcome, welcome. Swimming New Zealand welcomes you all. A warm greeting to all of you who have gathered here tonight. Mayor Len Brown, distinguished guests, Swimming New Zealand Life members, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 4th Annual State Insurance Swimming New Zealand Awards. Tonight is a night of celebration and a night of recognition. The theme for this evening is the strong bond between all New Zealanders and the land and the water, and of the place of Māori culture in shaping the country we live in today. I'd like to thank our principal sponsor, State Insurance. Their support for the awards and their support for swimming and water sports in general is much appreciated. I would also like to acknowledge and thank all the other organisations which provide support to Swimming New Zealand. Among these are High Performance Sport New Zealand, Brewbridge, the Cook Strait Ferry Operator, Mayfair Pools, the Lion Foundation, the Southern Trust, the Perry Foundation, Tandem Travel, the Approachable Lawyers, and Teamline. A very big thanks also goes to those who have worked so hard to make this evening the success I'm sure it will be. To the prize givers, our congratulations, and to other finalists and nominees, our appreciation for their efforts. Enjoy your evening. E noho rā.
In these hard economic times for many businesses, of course, it's difficult to carry on or to even consider getting involved with a sporting organisation of any magnitude, whether it's at club level and particularly at national level. So therefore, Swimming New Zealand is extremely fortunate and very much appreciate the continued support that comes from State, the sponsors of the, as we've heard from Brent, so many things, including the National Championships and tonight's award ceremony. So, fortunate and hopeful, of course, that this is going to be an even more long-term association, as it has been a very healthful association between Swimming New Zealand and State.
The State's been involved with the New Zealanders for over 100 years, keeping the things that people love safe. We in New Zealand have got some terrible figures around water safety and drowning, and we saw an opportunity to support our community involvement to help and keep New Zealanders safe in the water. So we have an overarching support for New Zealanders in the water called With You in the Water. As part of that, we also support Swimming New Zealand at all levels and at all capabilities. We're incredibly proud of our involvement in the Kiwi Swim Safe program. We've got over 900 schools, over 170,000 children and over 8,000 teachers who have been involved in this program. And we think that's a really important part of keeping New Zealanders safe in the water. I wish I could be here this evening. I really enjoyed last year. It was a real inspirational evening. Congratulations to all the finalists and all the winners, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.
Kiwis just love the water. We're surrounded by it and love having fun in, on and around it. That's why State proudly sponsors swimming and water events in our communities. State, with you in the water.
And we love you, State. Where's the State tables here tonight? There'll be noisy ones, I'm sure. Oh, here we are. Lovely to have you here, right at the front where you should be. State supporters of New Zealand swimming. A group who have worked very hard over the last during the last 12 months, but particularly over a short period of time, was the judging panel. Those people who you can probably blame if you're not happy with the results, but I'm sure you will appreciate the hard work that they put in. So let's meet your judging panel tonight.
The calibre of the swimmers across the board has been fantastic, and it actually made the judging process quite challenging. In some cases, we've had to go back to internationally ranked FINA points and other things just to try and split what were some pretty close calls. Mark Saunders and Don Stanley, the other two judges, have done a fantastic job. They've worked very hard to get the results. There are some categories that were just so close, the judges had to do quite a lot of work. The emerging swimmer category, the National Swimmer of the Year, those two in particular caused us some challenging discussions. And across the board, hopefully we've got the right outcomes for everybody. And Mark and Don have really done a terrific job in helping us get there. On behalf of Swimming New Zealand, I'd just like to say good luck to all the finalists and congratulations to the winners tonight. 2012 was a terrific year, and we're really excited about what some of those swimmers are going to do in 2013.
The first of our presenters is the chairman of the New Zealand Swimming Trust, and I'd like to invite Don Stanley to come forward to hand out this first award of the evening. It's the New Zealand Swimming Trust Emerging Swimmer of the Year, and it's one of the 5 categories from which the Swimmer of the Year is chosen. Please welcome Don Stanley. New Zealand Swimming Trust Emerging Swimmer of the Year. This is awarded to a swimmer aged under 19 during the qualifying period who has excelled in the water. And the finalists are Matthew Hutchins, Corey Main, and Emma Robinson.
Well, I had instructions that I simply had to open the envelope and say, the emerging swimmer of the year is. But I'm going to diverge a little, I'm sorry. As chairman of the New Zealand Swimming Trust, I'm absolutely delighted to be here the second time to make a presentation to the emerging swimmer of the year. Now, just remember this is only the second time, and the money has to come from somewhere. The Trust has a fund, and as you're aware, we put that fund to helping potential champions. And in the process of doing that, we have effectively become an alumni of swimming because we have so many swimming people involved who are making contributions towards the development of the sport. And on those few words, no, I was instructed to say just how much it was. The contribution is in fact $4,000, and that probably will help the emerging swimmer, who is Corey Main.
Corey isn't here. He won't be accepting his award personally, but I'd ask the Chair of Counties Manukau, Jeannie Syburn, to come forward. You're already up here to receive this award on behalf of Corey Main.
At the moment, I'm currently swimming for the University of Florida. So I'm pretty much studying here while doing what I love, which is to swim. If I win an award tonight, I'll be incredibly honoured because this is such a prestigious event. I would be incredibly grateful, and I'd just like to say a big thanks for Jeff and Jenny Syburn who have come on my behalf. And I would just like to say well done to all the contenders today at the awards.
On behalf of Corey, I would also like to thank you, and his family will be ever so proud when I take this to them tomorrow. Unfortunately, they couldn't attend, and Corey is in Florida, so it's a bit hard for him to come. Thank you, State Swimming Trust. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, Don, and also congratulations, of course, to Corey Main, the winner of our first award tonight. Our second presenter is the new Chief Executive of Swimming New Zealand. He hasn't been here long, but he's already bought a house. He's ensconced now in Auckland. He's become a Kiwi. Please welcome Christian Renford. Performance Swimming Club of the Year. This is awarded to the club with most points at the New Zealand Age Group, New Zealand Open and New Zealand Short Course Championships. The winning club also receives the Duncan Lang Trophy.
I won't deviate too much from the script as requested. The Performance Swimming Club of the Year is North Shore Swimming Club.
Good evening, everybody. I like Swimming New Zealand. I like Swimming New Zealand, of course. My German English. And I would like to thank State for putting that show up and supporting us. So thank you very much. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of the swimmers who put up a hell of a show this week and the team who are going to the World Championships. Well done, guys, and all the best. And of course, I would like to congratulate your coaches for a tremendous job they've done to get you there. So don't forget to thank them. On the home front, very proud of our club, North Shore Swimming. This is something we really treasure. And I'm very, very honored and very, very proud, that we, since a few months now, have an official club sponsor who really is brave enough to put money in swimming. It's Golden Homes, and they have they put their money into coach education, which we recognize as one of the main columns and which will carry us forward into the future. Because without educating our coaches and bringing new coaching talent on board, we're probably going to dry up, as soon as we're getting older. So, well, thank you very much. Everybody have a nice evening. Thank you.
Difficult man to shut up sometimes, but congratulations to North Shore. I'd like David Jack, now Deputy Chair of New Zealand Swimming Trust, to come forward and announce the next award. Thank you. David Jack. The New Zealand Swimming Trust Community Swimming Club of the Year. This is awarded to a Swimming New Zealand affiliated swimming club that has had a significant positive impact on everybody involved as well as its local community. And the finalists are Jenny and Holmes Ashburton Swim Team, QE2 Swim Club, and St Peter's Swimming Academy.
And the winner is the Jenny and Holmes Ashburton Swim Team. The New Zealand Swimming Trust is pleased to award a grant of $1,000 to the Ashburton Swim Team to assist in the development of potential champions.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. My name is Carolyn Clough and I'm the President of the Jenny and Holmes Ashburton Swim Team, and I'm incredibly proud to be here tonight, especially amongst such an amazing company. Hello especially to Table 30. I'm just delighted to accept this award on our club's behalf. We have had an interesting last couple of years. We've really looked deep at how our club is working in the community, and we're delighted to have on board as our sponsors Jenny and Holmes, who have made a significant difference to the way that we run things in Ashburton. We're also proudly supported by the Ashburton Trust, and together we have made a significant impact on our own community. You may or may not be aware that Ashburton is currently in the throes of building a new swimming pool. We have a very old, outdated and problem-fraught 33-metre pool, and we've just got consent through to build our brand new pool, where we'll have a 25-metre 10-lane pool, amongst other things, and a huge new stadium to go with it. Our local council charged our community with raising $5 million before they would consider starting the facility. And we, as one of the biggest users of the pool, decided that we needed to do something. And so with our sponsor, Jenny and Holmes, we're building a house in Ashburton. And we have got on board, our team has got on board local contractors and suppliers, and they have donated or given at hugely reduced costs all the product and labour to go into the new house. And so we're hoping to raise in excess of $100,000 towards our new facility. So that's pretty amazing. So if you're looking for a new home in a fantastic community with an amazing new pool, we welcome you to Ashburton. Thank you.
The next category is also one of those from which the big winner, the Swimmer of the Year, will be chosen. And now it's a great privilege to ask the Mayor of Auckland, Len Brown, to come forward and present this trophy. National Swimmer of the Year. This is awarded to a swimmer who has excelled in long and or short course competitions in New Zealand. And the finalists are Lauren Boyle, Gareth Keane, and Matthew Stanley.
Dr. Layton, thank you very much for your acknowledgement and very nice Māori mihi tonight. I want to acknowledge you. To State Insurance for continuing to back this wonderful event and to back Swimming New Zealand. Why don't you put your hand together for them again? I mean, they just do a fabulous job. It's hugely appreciative. To Ashburton, awesome initiative. And I'm coming at Ginny and Holmes for Auckland, so thank you very much for that suggestion. To you all from around New Zealand, I want to acknowledge you and welcome you to our beautiful city. I'm sure you've enjoyed our unclogged roads. They've been outstanding for you this week. You would have enjoyed our trains all around Auckland, excellent. And we've been telling you for years that it's fine every day in Auckland. So anyhow, welcome to our beautiful city. I just really want to say on a semi-serious note, but a note where we are showing that we are totally partners in this city with Swimming New Zealand and their aspirations to ensure all of our young people can swim safely and with confidence. We have 29 public pools, we're building 3 new ones this year, and we're working in beside the Millennium to ensure a brilliant pool is produced not just for our city but for our country. But the thing that I'm proudest of is that we're making pools free for every under 16-year-old in our city. From the 2nd of April, every kid is getting into our pools free. And so from among the numbers of those who are going to be getting into our pools, enjoying their friends, enjoying their family, we are going to get the great Olympic swimmers of the future. But the winner of the Swimmer of the Year this year, Lauren Boyle. Woo-hoo!
Thank you for this award. I've had an amazing journey over the last year and I'm very happy with my results. But there are a few people and groups of people that I really couldn't have done this without. My family and my friends have been huge supporters, but my teammates have been incredible. I'd like to take a moment to really thank my former coach, Mark Regan, who's not here tonight, for the effort and the love he's really put into me and my team. And I'd really like to thank State Insurance and Swimming New Zealand for their ongoing support. We all couldn't do it without you. Thanks.
Congratulations, Lauren, on outstanding national championships, of course, but we're looking back at last year. That 4th placing in the Olympic 800 metres was something to remember, and it was a staggering performance which we're all very proud of. So still more to go for you tonight. Other award winners will go into the category, into for the major prize of the night. We now delight to ask to come forward, please, Joan Matson, wife of the late Bill Matson, who was a great steward of swimming in New Zealand and a member of FINA for a long time. And Joan is going to come forward and present the award to the Bill Matson Technical Official of the Year. Bill Matson, Technical Official of the Year. This is awarded for outstanding contribution by a technical official. And the finalists are Joe Davidson, Diane Farmer, Greg Forsyth, and Gavin Iron.
Before I announce this, I must say, my husband loved all of swimming, from the beginners right through to the top competitors. But none of you would be here if it weren't for those very dedicated officials. So I'd like to announce tonight, the winner is Joe Davidson.
New Zealand for this award, and I accept it on behalf of all technical officials who give so freely of their time to ensure that our swimmers get the best deal that they can. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan, and congratulations, Joe. Gosh, one of the first faces and last faces we see at any nationals and major events around the country, so you're a permanent fixture. And I know you'll be back again and again. So congratulations, Joe, the Bill Matson Technical Official of the Year. On to our next award now, and to present this as a General Manager, Sector Capability Sport New Zealand, please welcome Dave Adams. Volunteer of the Year. Awarded to a volunteer who has displayed outstanding commitment and dedication to swimming. And the finalists are Karen Nixon, Simon Perry, and Wayne Rollinson.
And the winner is Simon Perry.
Simon's not here to receive his award, but we're delighted the Executive Officer for Swimming Waikato, Lucy Anastasiou Hobbs, will come forward.
I've got some notes that Simon actually gave me. Simon cannot make it tonight. He's in Sydney because their daughter has her first World Championship in rowing. So Marlene and Simon had to be there, of course. But yeah, I want to say that Simon is a great contributor to swimming in Waikato and in New Zealand. So he's an amazing guy, very good leader, and we're very proud to have him as our chair in Swimming Waikato. Simon gave me some notes to say. It may be hard for an egg to turn into a bird. It would be a jolly sight harder for it to learn to fly while remaining an egg. It's great to be part of Swimming New Zealand when the shells are finally cracking open. With strong leadership and our great volunteers, the sport will soon be flying. Thank you to everyone at Swimming Waikato for their support. Thank you to Simon.
Thank you, Dave, Lucy, and congratulations to Simon, and of course, accepting that really on behalf of all those volunteers. So many of you give up so much time, but you love it, and we love you for taking the time out to perform your duties. Now to John West, who is the FINA Technical Committee member. I'd like John to come forward, please, and present the next award. Open Water Swimmer of the Year. The Annette Kellerman Trophy and the Open Water Swimmer of the Year award is presented to the swimmer who has excelled in open water events.
And the winner of the Open Water Swimmer of the Year for 2013 is Cara Baker.
And Cara's not here. Well, you can tell that because this does not look like Cara sloping through the tables here. This is Philip Rush, who's coming up to receive it, one of our great open water swimmers and coach of the New Zealand team. Cara, incidentally, attended the Olympics last year and was second equal in the Hong Kong leg of the World Cup 2012, over 10 kilometres.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry I haven't got a nice dress like Cara normally wears. But firstly, Cara's unable to be here because she's obviously in heavy training for the World Championships coming up in Barcelona. She'd like to thank HPK for all their support. She swims under HPK, and also trains, and she has great admiration. She trains with Dennis Cotterill in Australia, obviously one of the best distance coaches that the world has produced. She thanks Swimming New Zealand. And finally, to Mr. Leighton, the board, Lewis and Christian, she also says that she appreciates that awful good hard work that Philip Rush does for her. Thank you very much.
I thought he was being too serious. Thank you, Philip, and thank you, John, as well, and congratulations, Cara Baker, the Open Water Swimmer of the Year, and Cara will go into that's another category from which the overall winner of Swimmer of the Year is chosen. Now I'd like Merrin Anderson, the Marketing Services Manager for State Insurance, please, to come forward and hand out the next award. State Kiwi Swim Safe School of the Year. This award goes to a school in the State Kiwi Swim Safe program that has demonstrated exceptional commitment to the program and to the development of a water-safe culture. And the finalists are Bell Block School, New Plymouth, Wind Whistle School, Darfield, and Fraser Crescent School, Wellington.
The State Kiwi Swim Safe program is incredibly dear to our hearts at State. So before I present the award, I want to extend our very heartfelt thanks to the State Kiwi Swim Safe team for the incredible hard work and dedication and contribution they give to enabling our children to swim. So if you could join your hands, please, it's amazing. And the winner of the State Kiwi Swim Safe School of the Year is Bell Block School.
It is a privilege to accept this award on behalf of Bell Block School. I would like to thank State for sponsoring and supporting the Learn to Swim program. Thanks to Swimming New Zealand for providing us with the tools and expertise to help make this program successful within our school. A special thank you to Cecily Elliott. You have been a gem for guiding us through this program. Thank you to the staff at Bell Block School for embracing the program and making incredible gains in the confidence and skill level in our young swimmers. Thank you.
I'd like now John Mace, the President of Swimming New Zealand, to the stage. He wants to come up and hand out the certificates to the international representatives who are with us tonight. And as he comes up, I'll just reinforce what's happened here. It's been a wonderful initiative of Swimming New Zealand 4 years ago to officially and physically recognise the swimmers who have represented New Zealand at Olympic Games, Commonwealth Games and World Championships over the years. And as you'd imagine, going back to 1912 when Malcolm Champion won that gold medal for Australasia, we started off with a heck of a lot of New Zealanders who've represented the country at swimming at those particular events. So it was really brilliant 4 years ago when we had something like 130 ex-swimmers or new swimmers to represent New Zealand came forward at the first dinner and all received their certificates. It was quite a momentous occasion, and everyone, I think, felt quite emotional about it. So over 130 or so that day, we continue to present certificates every year, sometimes to those who first represented New Zealand many years ago. And one such person is certificate holder number 7. He went to the Olympic Games in 1928 in Amsterdam. Sadly, that swimmer has passed away, but his wife is here tonight. The swimmer's name was Len Morehouse. He represented New Zealand in the 100 backstroke. His wife, Peggy, recently celebrated her 95th birthday. For her birthday, her granddaughter Rachel organised that a framed certificate from Swimming New Zealand would become part of her birthday present at 95 years of age. So her granddaughter did that. The certificate has been brought back to this function tonight to be officially presented to the wife, the widow of Len Morehouse. Please stand for Peggy Morehouse.
This is indeed an honour. And when the clapping stops, I want to tell you a little story.
You'll have to sit now, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see Peggy.
Now, just wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm not supposed to say anything, but when I was asked to present this certificate tonight, which is indeed a tremendous honour, what does one do? They go to Norma Williams' History of the Swimming of New Zealand. And on a page, there is a picture of Len and the other 3 swimmers who represented New Zealand in the 1928 Amsterdam. There's the team. However, Norma has an awful lot of photos in there, and you turn a couple of pages over and you come to the 1950 Empire Games. Manager, Len Morehouse. Chaperone, Mrs. Bridson, who was Norma's mother. 2 swimmers sitting on the end of the line, Norma Bridson and Winky Griffin. Now, those of you who are at the pool a couple of nights during this week will remember that Winky was there. She's now Winky Ashby, and she comes and makes an appearance at our annual championships every year. So a little bit of history. I'll hold that while you'd like to say something.
I have to put the glasses on. Well, hi everybody, and it certainly is high tonight. Absolutely wonderful. I might be repeating myself a little bit, but I hope you'll bear with me. It's 85 years since Len Morehouse, my late husband, swam at the 1928 Olympics in Amsterdam as a backstroke swimmer. And do I hear you all thinking, but you know already, you see, because they let the cat out of the bag, that I am coming up 96 in July. Tonight, I would like to try and make Len a bit more than a name on a certificate. My family, or especially my daughter who's here tonight, edited what I first planned to say. So I'm sorry you're not going to get the juicy bits. Len was born in Dunedin, and as a youngster, he got a ride on a horse-driven dray from the local brewery, which he fell off, the wheel going over his right leg, giving him an awful injury, leaving him with a deformed foot and a leg shorter than the other. So it was through that he came to swimming, and the doctors of the day thought and hoped that the swimming would help in his rehabilitation. And he also himself became hooked on swimming. And strangely, most of his working life was in the brewing industry, which was strange, wasn't it? And he finally ended up as manager of Christchurch branch of New Zealand Brewers, which is now Lion Nathan. I was not able to share the excitement of him going to the Olympics, as our paths had not crossed as yet, but they did 9 years later, and apart from an age difference being an issue, we were married 9 months later. Len gave a lot back to swimming and was also manager, as John said, of the 1950 Empire Games here in Auckland, which I was not able to attend because of a new baby, our youngest girl, Jendi, who's here with me tonight and has made it possible, really, for me to be here tonight. And I thank you. Len was very active as a surf lifesaver at the Taylor's Mistake Surf Club over the hill from Summer, if any of you know it, in Christchurch. He played water polo for years and did a lot of coaching and had a lot to do with the administrative side of swimming in New Zealand. All our four children were good swimmers and have a great love of the water like their father, who swam regularly to the end of his life, The sad thing being he died very suddenly at the early age of 66 in 1970. But it looks as though I've got a great-grandson who's beginning to get... and do well in it too. So you can imagine what it means to me to be here tonight, and that I was found in a very roundabout way. Thank goodness for computers. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful highlight. Hey, there's swimming, sport in general, but swimming produces some delightful characters, and some we forget about or don't know about, but it's occasions like this and the presentation of those certificates which has brought memories flooding back and reintroduced a lot of ex-swimmers to the sport. So it's been very beneficial in many ways. So thank you very much, Peggy and Jendi as well, and to the rest of your family. Thank you very much indeed for providing a big highlight here tonight. So we move on to some more swimmers, 3 new swimmers who will now gain their certificates, and their numbers range from 232, a little bit distance from Len Morehouse number 7, 232. This certificate will go to a man who went to the Olympic Games last year, the 2012 Olympic Games in London, Stephen Kent. Stephen Kent, number 232. Number 233, also represented New Zealand at the Olympics last year for the first time, Samantha Lucy Smith. Samantha Lucy Smith, number 233. And swimmer number 234, also at the Olympic Games last year, represented here by Matthew Stanley, number 234, is Carl O'Donnell. Good to see those Olympic blazers out again. Thank you, John. So thank you, John, and congratulations to those 4 who received their certificates. Now we move on to more recognition of New Zealand Aqua Blacks. I'd like one of the New Zealand selectors, Daryl Follows, to come forward, please, New Zealand selector, and we're going to recognise retiring Aqua Blacks, and there have been a few of them this year. The first, who will again be represented by Matthew Stanley, is number 234, Carl O'Donnell, who represented New Zealand at the Pan Pac Games in 2010, World University Games 2011, and the Olympic Games.
Where is he?
Also retiring from competitive swimming, number 224, is Amaka Gessler, New Zealand relay record holder. And represented New Zealand at the Commonwealth Games in Delhi, the World Championships in Shanghai, and the Olympic Games last year. Number 226, also a New Zealand relay record holder, represented New Zealand at the Commonwealth Games in 2010, the World Championships in 2011, and the Olympic Games in 2012. Number 226, Penelope Marshall.
In those good, good old days, in
Daryl almost needs a stool. Congratulations, Kenny. Number 228 from Waverley and Southland, Natalie Wiggersma. Representing Natalie is David Prattley, and Natalie, like some of the others, went to the Delhi Commonwealth Games, the World Championships in Shanghai, and the London Olympics in 2012, number 228. And finally, among those retiring is the one with an extensive career, number 192, Melissa Ingram. Commonwealth Games in 2002, 2006 and 2010, World Championships in 2005, 2007, Olympic Games in 2008 and 2012, and plenty more to go with that. Melissa Ingram, number 192. Thank you, Daryl, and we do hope that those swimmers enjoy their retirement and have already got plenty underway. We certainly missed you at the National Opens, but we did see some new title holders, of course, in your absence. Now, to present the Quality Swim School of the Year, it's a pleasure to welcome back the new Chief Executive of Swimming New Zealand, Christian Renford. Quality Swim School of the Year. Awarded to a swim school that has embraced the Swimming New Zealand Learn to Swim qualification pathway and is making a positive contribution to its local community. And the finalists are AC Baths Swim School Taupo, Y Swim Rangiora, Easy Swim Wellington.
And the Quality Swim School of the Year, AC Baths.
We're little fish in the big sea. I'd like to thank State Insurance for sponsoring this night. It's amazing you put support behind Swimming New Zealand. I'd like to thank Erin and Fiona and Chris, who have been very supportive of us at a swim school at a very small level. Your support from Swimming New Zealand is really invaluable, so thank you very much for that. Taupo District Council for giving us the ability to do what we do. But really what we're all about is the grassroots of swimming. My team, I couldn't be more proud of them. From the swim instructors that do 2 hours a week to the swim coaches who put in their life and soul. I know I only pay them 40 hours a week, but they're there at the poolside 60 hours. They're there at swim meets. They're travelling. They live and breathe swimming, and we're all about reaching the children of the community. We go out to Turingi, Manukino. We travel to the schools if they can't afford the bus. So yeah, it's all about teaching children to swim. So any of those beautiful budding Swimming New Zealand swimmers that I've seen here tonight, the Lauren boys, you're amazing, and whenever you're in Taupo, call in, free swims. Honestly. We love you all, even if you're an emerging swimmer. Call on in, say who you are, and yeah, you get a swim. You're amazing, so thank you, and this is my team, they're amazing. Thank you.
We are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One more thing.
Just a very quick one. I would just like to say that as a swim teacher, one of the most rewarding things is watching children gain new skills and the confidence that comes from that. So I'd like to thank Swim New Zealand for the courses that they provide for our swim teachers, which does exactly the same thing for them. It gives them new skills and new confidence, and that's what helps the quality of a swim school to improve. So thank you.
Thank you, Christian, and thank you and congratulations too to AC Baths, the Quality Swim School of the Year. Well, New Zealand's top Paralympic swimmers were in great form at the State Nationals during the week. several meeting the World Championship qualifying time, their targets, some of them going well underneath those targets, and more setting world records as well. And last year in London, of course, we were thrilled to see the performances at the Paralympic Games. Let's have a look back at we had 6 gold medals, 5 of them in world records in 2012 at the Paralympics. So let's look back at that team.
Rebecca Dubber, Mary Fisher, Daniel Holt, Nikita Howarth, Anya Kelly Costello, Cameron Leslie, Sophie Pascoe, Daniel Sharp.
It was an extraordinary team which performed exceptionally well again, and we saw so many of those swimmers in action this week. So it's an ideal opportunity now to represent them and recognise them. I'd like to call on Dwayne Cale, who's been the chef de mission at the Paralympic team and also himself a gold medalist at Paralympic Games in 1996 in Atlanta, to present the next trophy.
Swimmer of the Year with a Disability. Awarded to a swimmer with a disability who has excelled at national and/or international events. And the finalists are Mary Fisher, Nikita Howarth, and Sophie Pascoe.
Thanks, John. Ladies and gentlemen, firstly, I'd just like to thank and congratulate Swimming New Zealand for the journey that you've embarked on in creating a pathway for a whole of swimming approach. I commend you on that, and we look forward to continuing to work with you on it. Tonight, the Swimmer of the Year with a Disability, I'm delighted to announce our winner, Sophie Pascoe. And before I hand the mic over to Soph, as has been mentioned by John, it's been a fantastic week for our swimmers, and particularly this young lady that's standing right here next to me. And we'd just like to acknowledge your fantastic performances and the world records that you've broken this week. We've got a little acknowledgement.
Well, it's not beef and lamb, but I'll take it. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate the other finalists. We went away with a great team of 8 swimmers, and you guys were the supporting backbone of me performing there. And, the Paralympics team is only going to get bigger and grow stronger, and I look forward to seeing the new ones grow from what we saw this week at the Swimming Nationals, and it's great to see that we can inspire them to become what we are, so thank you.
Seeing I've still got the mic, John, we'd also like to acknowledge, it's not often we get to see world performances in a week, and we've got a second person that, if Mary Fisher could also come up to acknowledge her world record performances.
Cool. Just wanted to say, thank you to all the support, and especially this week. I haven't seen, any of the coverage of Opens, but I hear, in multiple ways. But I'd just, like to congratulate the commentators and everyone for taking such an inclusive approach of Olympic and Paralympic swimming.
and hope we can continue it on for the future. And thank you so much to all the people who were whistling during my 200 fly-in heats. So thank you.
So 2 swimmers who were outstanding amongst an outstanding competition this week at the State National Championships. Sophie Pascoe, Mary Fisher, and thank you to Dwayne Cale for presenting those. We've got quite a few faces at the head of swimming in New Zealand, and you've met the new CEO and you've met the new chairman. I'd like to introduce now the new High Performance Director of Swimming New Zealand, who's going to hand out the next award. Please, a big New Zealand welcome for this Spaniard, Luis Villanueva.
Relay Team of the Year. This is awarded to the team that has achieved the best result, at least a semi-finalist, at a pinnacle event.
The Relay of the Year is the men's 100 meters medley, made by Gareth Keane, Glenn Snyders, Cal O'Donnell, and Andrew McMillan.
Right.
Good evening, everybody. This is a great honour, and it's start to a new year, and hopefully we can build a new medley relay team. Me and Gareth are on board for the next 4 years, hopefully. So hopefully maybe Matt will join us, and we need a butterfly. So if anybody out there, put your hands up. I'm taking offers. So see you next year. Bye bye.
Pretty impressive relay team. Gareth Keane, Glenn Snyders, Andrew McMillan and Carl O'Donnell not here to receive their awards. And thank you, Lewis, and all the best for your time here in New Zealand. We hope it's a long and fruitful one. Life member of Swimming New Zealand is Ross Bragg, one of them, and he's going to come forward now to present the next category, another one from which the big winner of the night will be chosen. Ross Bragg.
International Long Course Swimmer of the Year. Awarded for the best individual long course performance by a New Zealander.
And the winner is Lauren Boyle.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. It's because Glenn was up here. Thank you for this award. I guess I don't have too much more to say, although I have realised that I left out 2 key groups of people to thank. Our supporters from HPSNZ, Tom V and Susan Thomason, Marissa Downs, Clint, have been really amazing over the past year, and I think we're all really grateful for their help. No, that's okay. And then also, of course, the support from my teammates, who I think I already did thank them. So, yeah, that's good. Okay, I can't remember the second group. That's really awkward. But thank you.
That's what happens when you move the microphone. You can't remember things. Congratulations, Lauren, and thank you, Bruce. We have now Bruce Cottrell, who's going to come up, Swimming New Zealand Deputy Chair and the convener of the judging panel. You saw him previously tonight on that little video about the judging panel. I'd like Bruce to come up and announce the next category, the next winner. Thank you.
Swimming New Zealand Club Coach of the Year. Awarded for outstanding contribution by a club coach, taking into account swimming performances, services to the club and community. And the finalists are Rolly Crichton, Tim Loach, and Ken Nixon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you heard earlier on the video, some of the calls tonight were really close. And in fact, there's a whole lot of people in this room tonight who slave their you-know-whats out in the pool every day, who are finalists, and maybe they're not even finalists, they were nominees, who aren't going to come up here and get something. But those people are extremely worthy. So I'd just like to ask all the swimmers tonight to stand up and for everybody to give them a round of applause. All the swimmers, including the athletes with a disability. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and for those of you who aren't up here this year, maybe next year. The winner of the category, the Coach of the Year, Rolly Crichton.
So Rolly's not here, but receiving the award will be Sophie Pascoe. Yes, Sophie's here. Thank you.
It means a lot because it's never happened before, and it means you're doing something right in the swim world. I'd like to thank the swimmers, also fellow coaches who've worked with the athletes. Also, I'd like to thank High Performance Sport New Zealand, also PNZ for investing in me and putting me through courses and progressing me through the cycles as each 4 years go. It's helped me tremendously to be the person and the coach I am today.
I know that Rolly would also like to thank Clive Power for his guidance and knowledge towards helping myself and Rolly towards London and obviously now beyond. Rolly is an amazing coach. I've actually been with him for 12 years, which is probably long enough, but that's almost like a married couple. But no, he's very much a talented guy. He's been there, he's done that, and we've worked very closely together. That's obviously our success shows that with our team connection, and that comes down to obviously HPSNZ, who's helped us both together as a team in trusting one another to become a successful team. So Rolly sadly could not be here tonight, but I know that he'd be thanking everyone here in this room. Thanks.
He certainly enjoys what he does. Rolly Crichton, the Swimming Club Coach of the Year. Our next presenter is from the Swimming New Zealand Board. I'd like you to welcome, please, Gabrielle Rush, who will announce the next category.
Swimming New Zealand High Performance Coach of the Year. This is awarded to the coach who has made the most significant contribution to the high performance program.
The High Performance Coach of the Year is Mark Regan. Mark is unable to be with us here tonight.
No, Mark is not here tonight.
So we are very pleased to accept the award on his behalf.
Thank you, Gabriel. Well, a vital part of that Olympic team last year, which performed well and, of course, closely associated with our best performer at the Olympic Games, Lauren Boyle. So that's Mark Regan, who is the Coach of the Year. I'd like Roger Wallace, the General Manager, State Customer and Insurance Services, and Brent Leighton, the Chair of Swimming New Zealand, please, to come forward. And they will greet the New Zealand team that will represent us at the World Championships in Barcelona in July, August. The team which will represent New Zealand at the 15th FINA World Championships in Barcelona, Spain, from 19th of July to 4th of August, are Cara Baker, represented again by Philip Rush, Sophia Batchelor, Lauren Boyle, Sean Burnett, Nathan Capp, Mitchell Donaldson, Gareth Keane, Samantha Lee, Samantha Lucy Smith, Kane Radford, Emma Robinson, Philip Ryan, Glenn Snyders, Matthew Stanley. Our team for the World Championships, ladies and gentlemen. So we look forward with interest to their performances in Barcelona, and with them will be some technical officials who've been selected. Paul Matson for open water, Matt Meehan for the pool, and in addition, John West, FINA Technical Committee member, will also be at the World Championships. So New Zealand represented officially as well. And not only that, the championships over the last week have also been a qualifying opportunity for our youngsters, our young up-and-comers. The World Junior Championships are being held in Dubai, and 4 swimmers have qualified and been selected for that team. They are Bradley Ashby, Gabrielle Farmusili, Bobby Gishard, and Michael Mincham. Two of those swimmers, the two in the middle, Gabrielle and Bobby, are 13 years of age and outstanding prospects. So we congratulate them as well, and we do know that they'll perform exceptionally well at their World Championship. So, New Zealand team's named tonight. That's wonderful. We move on now to the more awards, and it is the People's Choice, first of all, which was an award to an individual who walked the extra mile for swimming in New Zealand, voted for you, by you, the public, and not only you, others out there. There are other public out there, of course. The voting was set up, and the first day they had around about 400 votes, so it was exceptionally popular right from the start. Now to hand out the award, please welcome on stage Denise Simpson, Director of Teamline, the official swim shop of Swimming New Zealand.
People's Choice Award. This award recognises individuals who have gone the extra mile for swimming in or out of the pool. And the finalists are Lauren Boyle, Mary Fisher, and Sophie Pascoe.
I'm pleased and privileged to announce the winner of the People's Choice Award is Mary Fisher.
Thank you everyone so much. It's just an honour to be nominated and to be a finalist with Lauren and Soph, who are my idols. Swimming's just been such an important part of my life for most of it, and to be voted as a New Zealand person, it's pretty cool. Being a primary kid, I wasn't necessarily the person most voted for in team sport, which is understandable, but yeah, it's just amazing to be here tonight. Thank you all. It's been such an incredible journey, and just really to my current coach, Craig Elbury, and all the Capital swimmers, all those guys in Wellington, and my coach, Luke Clark, and Gary Francis, who was over in London with me. Yeah, it's been incredible. Thank you so much.
People's Choice Award winner, congratulations, Mary Fisher. Brent Layton is coming back again, the chair of Swimming New Zealand, to hand out their next award, which is the Billy Fitzsimmons Cup.
Billy Fitzsimmons Cup. This is awarded for the best individual performance at an international event.
And the winner is Lauren Boyle.
Okay, I guess I have to kind of redeem myself. And it's embarrassingly ironic that the people who I forgot to thank are the technical officials who are usually forgotten. But I think Joe Davidson and people like Brian Palmer, we just wouldn't have swim meets in New Zealand without people like them. And they stay late at the swim meets and they're there before we get there. And I just want to thank all of you. It's really important to us.
The winner of the Billy Fitzsimmons Cup for the most outstanding individual performance in an international competition. Congratulations, Lauren. And now it's the President of New Zealand Masters Swimming, Sue Pollard, to come forward and make this next obvious award.
New Zealand Masters Swimming Swimmer of the Year. This is awarded to a Masters swimmer for outstanding achievements during the year.
Before I announce the Swimmer of the Year, I just want to tell you what this person did to win the award. We had the World Master Swimming Championships in Riccione this year, and this person won 5 gold medals in the 95 to 99-year age group, and the winner is Kath Johnson.
Well, we've got a lot to aim for, haven't we?
Who's he? I believe he is going to ask me some questions.
Okay.
Come on,
he will
he.
ask. I'll ask you a question or two.
Are you he?
Tell me. Yes, I'm here. Well, physically, anyway. You've got some medals there. Where do they come from?
These were from where'd you say? Riccione. Riccione is in Italy, for those who don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, so watch it, you lot. Our next question, have you ever taken your clothes off in front of Mark Sainsbury on live television?
Oh. I'm going home.
Some of you will have seen that and know what I'm talking about. Wonderful performance.
Oh,
on
that
television.
was all right. I don't mind you all knowing now because I'm going to be retiring when I get to 100, and I'm 95 now, and I can still swim, and I can still not run exactly, but no, I don't dawdle either. And so now, what was the question?
No, the question is, give us. You must have many highlights in this career of yours. You started master swimming when you were in your 70s, so you got on early. Well, tell us one of your highlights, at least, Kath, that you recall.
Actually, the highlight for me was that everyone I went to, except this one, I had to get into the bars by the steps and go along and hold on to this thing up here, and I had to stay until the rifle went, and then I would have to get down to here, turn around, kick off, and would you believe that I have since then, only the last 3 years, have been taught by my very special coach who's standing up because I want you to see her. Come on, up, up, up. Oh, she's not there anymore, never mind.
Over there. Oh, yes.
There she is.
She's over the back.
There she is.
Oh, it's all right. I don't want you now.
So what have you been taught to do by this special coach of yours who's...
No, wait a minute. I've got
Oh.
to tell you the end of that. That I now have taken 3 seconds off my time by being...
Whoa!
Yippee! And I tell you, 2 years before, I had somebody from Australia who beat me by 3 seconds. So now I'm just waiting for her to come back and I'm going to have my revenge. I've had a wonderful life of swimming. I actually was my first place. What did I do? Where did I go? What's it called? The carnival.
Oh.
In
I knew that's
Helensville.
what
I was 4.5, and I had just learnt to do a width, and so they wouldn't let me go into the one width
Race.
race. Yeah. And so I was sulking, as usual, and they said, "Would you like to do diving, dear?" And so I was put in the diving, and I bounced out to the end, and I put my hands way down below my feet until I toppled in. And then I did my wonderful two-hand swimming. I must show you how it's done, because you'll get so much better when you do it that way instead of this other way.
Much better when done to music.
There's a lot more I want to say, but you won't let me.
That's Susan. Ladies and gentlemen, Kath Johnson. When we look about the benefits of swimming, there it is. Huh? You can be sprightly, intelligent, smart, quick thinking, a lot of humour, and some great memory. So congratulations, Kath Johnson, who won the New Zealand Masters Swimmer of the Year award. I'm at the last page here. You'll be delighted to know. Could Roger Wallace of State please now come forward and announce the big award?
The New Zealand Swimmer of the Year is selected from the 5 winners of categories: Emerging Swimmer of the Year, National Swimmer of the Year, Open Water Swimmer of the Year, Swimmer of the Year with a Disability, and International Long Course Swimmer of the Year. The winner will be awarded the Baxter O'Neill Trophy, which is presented for swimming performance, services to the sport and character.
All right, good evening. Firstly, congratulations to tonight's winners and everybody who's competed. The water is something that's really important to everybody that's here, and that's why it's really important to State as well. State is very proud to be part of the swimming community and to support Swimming New Zealand through the With You in the Water program. To those of you who have been chosen for the World Champs tonight, congratulations and go well. I know everybody at State will be keeping an eye on you to make sure that you do that. So it's now my pleasure to announce the final award for the evening, the State Insurance New Zealand Swimmer of the Year. And the winner is Lauren Boyle.
Thank you. It's an honour to receive such a prestigious award from State and Swimming New Zealand. I've been really happy with my past year of performances, and I think we can expect lots more from the team who is announced tonight in Barcelona. Thanks and have a good evening.
So fourth in the Olympic 800 metres freestyle final and a winner of the world short course title last year, and much else indeed. And we've seen the continuation of that great form from Lauren, running every freestyle event at the State National Championships this year. So she certainly is, isn't she, worthy of the National Swimmer of the Year title. So that's it. It brings us to the end of another wonderful evening, another awards ceremony of which other sports are very, very jealous indeed. We must say some of the highlights tonight, I'm sure you've got plenty on your mind, but the two 95-year-olds who've given us something special tonight, Peg and Kath, thank you very much. To the other end of the scale, where we had two 13-year-olds named tonight to attend the World Junior Swimming Championships. And in between, we've seen the announcement of the New Zealand team, acknowledge the resignation or retirement of some others who've done some marvellous things for New Zealand swimming. It's been a great night. Enjoy the rest of it and look forward to some great swimming to come. Thank you, everyone.